radio friends. On Friday, January 23rd, we're well into the new year, and our travel expert, money expert, Mel Zelenak, Consumer Travel Tips, is with us. And Mel was a professor with the University of Missouri for how many years, Mel?
I guess 25 or so, 30 maybe, I don't know.
And during all that time, you talked to people about good economics, right?
Started on your program way back, when almost when you started.
Well, you taught me a lot over the years. One thing that I still today, I remember when you talked about when you rent a rental car, if you have automobile insurance of your own, you should not buy the collision damage waiver because your automobile insurance takes care of it.
And today, I was thinking about that and I wish I had given you other information that day. And the other information was buy index funds from Vanguard.
You've told me that many times.
And but it didn't take. See that first one took.
The first one about not having the collision damage waiver.
Closed up after that.
That's kind of been an inside joke here, isn't it, Mel?
Yes.
But anyway, so we're in the new year now. 23 days into the new year already. What do you think? How do you think people are going to end up this year? Being happy with the way money is going, or depressed?
Do you want me to put on my financial planner's hat?
Well, you got ideas about financial planning too.
Yeah, I do. Okay. But who knows, Paul? I don't know. And that's one of the main reasons why you want to hedge your bets and buy index funds.
Yeah.
And when I say buy index funds, I'll talk specifically about one, but there's many out there. It's the Vanguard International Funds, the Vanguard Total Stock Market, the Vanguard 500
Explain
S&P.
what index funds are.
Okay, an index fund is basically they take an entire part of a market or the entire market for all intents and purposes. A little more complex than this, but basically that's what it is. And they'll buy the whole market, and that's what Vanguard does. So if the market goes up, let's say in a year, 8%, Vanguard or any of these index funds will go up fairly close to 8%. The only difference is with a Vanguard fund and perhaps something that a financial planner may sell you are the fees involved. And the fees are the most important part of this. Vanguard beat 96% of all funds over the past 25 to 30 years. I read that in this book, Tony Robbins' Money Master the Game.
Which is available at the library.
It's a brand new, it's only been out for a couple of months. It's a terrific book. And he interviewed approximately 100 major investment people and financial people. Some of them were entrepreneurs, some were in investment advice. And basically his entire thrust in this book, or a good portion of it, is buy index funds. He interviewed Warren Buffett again, and Warren Buffett is providing 90% of his total estate into index funds. And the reason he's doing that is most people are not as adept as Warren Buffett is in investing. So, and he's had a bet with one of these hedge funds for approximately 10 years now. And basically, all he did was invest in, it was in this case, Vanguard funds. And he's annihilating the hedge fund people at this point in time.
So what you're saying is an index fund is simply the entire stock market.
Well, I'm giving you a specific example of, like, the S&P 500 index fund, for example, is basically the 500 largest companies in the United States. Okay, the total stock market is going to be basically all of the companies that are in the market. That one, and there's very little difference between the two. Total stock market may win sometimes. S&P 500 may win some other times, but there's literally thousands of index funds that you can choose from. The reason I like Vanguard is because their fees are lower. than almost everyone. Vanguard, the average fee, for example, is over 3%. If you go out into the marketplace, Vanguard charges way less than 1%. Matter of fact, with Vanguard, you could get 0.07, I think, is their lowest fee. Well, all of that money, just to give you an example, Paul, if we were to invest, if the three of us, let's say you and Travis and me were to invest in different kinds of funds, and you paid a 2% annual fee, I paid a 3%, and Travis paid a 1% annual fee. Now keep in mind, those are much higher than even Vanguard, but I'm paying the average, you're paying a little bit less, Travis paying even less. Travis would have twice as much money as I would on an initial $10,000 investment when we retire.
I read that same story in last weekend's paper. You know,
that actually came out of the Robbins book.
About the fact that fees eat up a great amount of your profit. Mm-hmm. These are things that people just need to sit down and think about, and you've got to make your own decision. You have to make your own decision.
Let me tell you though, Paul, the problem is you're going to make your own decision and you're going to see all this hype. It's a $13 trillion industry, the financial industry, and most of it, at least according to Robbins and some of the people he interviewed, most of it you're just wasting your money. And I mean, it's a fact.
So they can get the book, and you'll know we're out of time now.
Oh my gosh,
we're out of time. But
that's
it's
one
called
of our
Tony
affiliates
Robbins
that we're going to run over.
Money Master the Game. 7 Simple Steps to Financial Freedom. It's available at the library.
It's not now because I have their only copy out.
Oh, you don't have their only copy. But if you want more information, you want to just talk to Mel, can they contact you at Cruise?
It's actually melscruises@charter.net.
Okay. Mel Zelenak, it's always a pleasure to have you here.
Great talking with you.
Yeah, we didn't get to any other topics
today. Well,
today.
Next time we'll talk about our new baby who's arriving.
Oh, your grandchild.
Our grandchild.
Your grandchild. Okay. Mel Zelenak, thank you so much for coming by. Monday, we've got Room at the Inn is our topic. I hope you have a good weekend. Our program directed by Travis McMillen, Reynolds Journalism Institute. Audio is Pat Akers from KBIA. Our floor director is Lowell Thomas. And our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mauser. Have yourself a good weekend. Drop me an email, something you want to hear, pepperp@missouri.edu.